Guys, Arrow7 here, and today we are gonna play through my first playthrough of this game called Lucid9. Well, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyways, so according to what I know, this game just came out on Steam a few days ago. I believe it was on the 13th. So it's about like a week old, and then so I just downloaded it. Well, I'm gonna upload a video later, and then you'll be able to see, because I say that I downloaded it. Well, I think I do during the playthrough. Anyways, so we're gonna play this game. I have no idea what it's about besides reading the description saying that you're a murderer, but I don't know if that's like the murder you're towards the end or from the beginning. But oh well. So I guess we're gonna start the game. No, I don't want. God damn it. Start game. I step back and examine my masterpiece. Perfect. My favorite color. I've always loved red. It's different, brilliant, vibrant, unusual, a happy anomaly, just like me. Red isn't much for nature. Red only shows up in autumn, and even then, it's a dreary rust or nauseating cherry. Jeez, I can't read today. And we just can't have that. Not when it deserves so much more. A whispering breeze filters through my thoughts, brushing against my skin with icy fingers. I allow myself a moment of pause, to relish, to admire, to welcome this fresh scent of freedom. This is what I live for. I open my eyes. I spot a frail leaf dancing upon the backbone of a passing wind, afflicting the world with its appalling shades. God damn it, I can't read. Of asparagus. I pluck it from its branch with the edges of my stained fingernails. Disgusting. How could anyone enjoy this color? Eludes me. A soft groan redirects my attention to my waiting masterpiece. It's lovely, really. Spread across the ground, face controlled with fear, twitching, cold fingers clutching at empty air. Not my best work, unfortunately. The canvas died much quicker than I had originally expected, even when I tried to carve it a bit slower. Well, no matter. Today it should be a palette for my paint. Oh God. I make quick work of my palette's chest, ignoring the twitching of post-mortem reflexes for its mutilated kneecaps. The sweet color of red, true crimson, pure scarlet slinks down its pallid abdomen, licking at the bottom blossoming turf below. Oh my God, I cannot read. I dip my finger into the setting pool of blood. It's warm, sticky, like syrup, or settling gelant. I don't know what that word is. The sweet scent wafts to my nostrils. This smells like iron, of rust, of all things sharp and beautiful. Now, a new canvas. I check my surroundings, evaluating the surfaces and textures and sizes and shapes of every object in sight. Not one are so satisfactory as human skin. With elasticity, its porous absorption, and its enhancedly warm tint. But a substitute is required, so a substitute I must find. Presently, I realize that I am still holding that eyesore of a leaf in my hand. Well, I suppose it'll have to do. In one bold, fluid stroke, I swipe my pen across the leaf. The very essence of Van Gogh himself. Ah yes, dear Vincent, the man cut off his own ear to send a message when words didn't just suffice. I always admired his style. I take a moment to appreciate the newfound radiance before searching for a proper display. Something like this deserves to be exhibited. I hang my canvas back on its branch. That's better. If only there was more of this color in the world. Oh God, is that like my phone or something? The unexpected intrude of my phone drives me out of my thoughts. The irritating thing just loves to ruin the climax. Yes? Is it done? You're always such in a rush. Well, yes, it's done. I was having a moment. There's more where that came from. You interrupted me. You're the one that wanted to know when it was finished. A thrill leaps through my veins as my lips pull into a timid smile. Well, is it? Same time, same place as usual. You know the drill. No, I don't. I don't know the drill. I nearly clapped my hands. Oh, I just clapped my hands. But master myself for one final word. Understood. I cut the transmission and eagerly withdraw a small bottle from within my jacket. Only one pill left, but no matter. I'll be getting more soon enough. I popped the final capsule into my mouth, puncturing its skin with my teeth and rolling the bitter gel all over my tongue. Now this is life. Oh, what a great intro. We're already drugging ourselves. As a wave of euphoria sweeps through me, I turn from my handiwork, strolling out of the meadow. Today's fun is over, but tomorrow will just hold as many pleasures. Okay. Ma, Yama, Ishamadido. Oh God, I'm not good at pronouncing Japanese names. Okay, so the teacher, I guess I'm just gonna go by my regular name. So, I'm Aaron Montero. Aaron Montero. Huh? Or is this even me? Oh no, it is me. I sluggishly pull my head upward, fixing my eyes on the woman in front of the classroom. Are you even listening? I hide an instinctive smirk. Technically, no. I've always found napping more appealing than learning history that's really been drilled into me since age 6. Not that I kind of actually say that. In honesty, this teacher doesn't deserve that kind of callous response. Yes, man. Perfect. Summarize this whole section we've been reviewing. I glance over the touchscreen board mounted behind the teacher, quickly skimming over the graphics and typography hovering over the surface. History Usamu, over glorious metropolis, beginning of 2000 AD. Is this taking place in the future? Or in, like, now or the future? Because 2000 AD is, like, 16 years ago. I have no idea. Easy. Life was really boring for a while. We were in debt, we're at war, and we're basically doing nothing interesting. The teacher's lips purse into a thin line at the classroom and erupts into snickers. I feel the slightest tinge of regret and rein in my sarcasm. Then, in 2007, America entered a debt crisis that caused a worldwide financial crash. Japan was one of those countries that were most affected by this. Well, second to China. And why might that be? Because we're dumb and we don't know who to be partners with. She taps her finger impatiently on her desk, her her eyes narrowing into slits. Well, she asked me to summarize this chapter, and she didn't ask me how to. Anyway, our glorious government didn't handle the situation so hot, and we had a lovely depression with all-time highs of unemployment and crime. Good effort, gold star. The teacher waves her hand as the classroom roars at laughter. Right, that's enough. I'll be needing to talk with you after class about your attitude, young man. Meh. In other news, grass is green. Elizabeth, perhaps you can salvage this explanation? Oh God. Well, we got purple hair, purple eyes, everything. No, that's red. I was gonna say that's purple, but it's purple. It looks purple hair. She gestures a few seats to the right where my lavender-haired classmate sits, her spine as straight as a ruler. Oh God, that offends me because I have scoliosis. I feel a circle of distance in the pot of my stomach as I lounge against my chair. Of course, Elizabeth Oshiro, just going to call her Elizabeth, class valedictorian, school poster child, and the area's golden girl. Nap time. I settle my head in the arms as Elizabeth leaps to her feet, smiling warmly. Certainly, during this time, Japan fell into chaos. Public demonstrations, often violent, occurred almost every day. Furthermore, political scandals regarding the national government kept spreading. The teacher exhales as Elizabeth's textbook recitation. She even shoots a quick glare in my direction, as if to say, "See? Why couldn't you be like Elizabeth?" Eventually, local political powers became more effective than centralized administration. Hence, why Aaron operates as smooth as he does. Yeah, thanks to the mayor's efforts. Perfectly done, Elizabeth. Elizabeth smiles primly and settles back into her seat, fixing her eyes on me with challenging disapproval. That does not look like challenging disapproval. That looks like she's depressed. I only shrugged my shoulders, sending her an easy smirk. Oh, beautiful Briny. She must be worthy of enough taking my list. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of do that now. If it says Q question mark question mark question mark, I'm just gonna go with a deep voice because I don't know who it is. I glanced to my left in time to catch yet another classmate, Yahiko Ikari, wincing conspicuously at Elizabeth. She clearly ignores him. Well, that's Yahiko for you. I can't remember the day he hasn't tried to flirt with some girl or another. Nor I can't remember the day where he wasn't flat out rejected. Technically, he's my former roommate, which makes him my friend of 2 years. How close of a friend? Well, that's up for debate. Huh? She managed to deflect my charms. I wonder how. Me too. No one can resist the Yarko Ikari. Yakio! Yakio claps his mouth as teachers. This is. Oh. Yahiko clamps his mouth as the teacher straightened command. She leans heavily against her desk, managing her temples with her fingers. All right, class. Thanks to Elizabeth, we've seen where we've come from. I'm sure you're all wondering at this point why of this history recap was. Not really. No. We must study the past to understand our future. As such, imperative that the next topic will be taken seriously. So, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? Barely able to stifle a snort. It's only the second day of school. Sure, it's a third year class. Sure, third year class. So according to Japan, I would be a senior. Sure, we're participating for college entry. I told you. Too much anime. I should quit. We're preparing for the college entrance exam. Does that mean we have to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our lives? The teacher pointedly looked at me, a hard glint in her eye. Aaron, perhaps you'd like to get us started. I simply say, no, thank you, but that'd be pretty rude. I'll manage my parents' restaurant, I guess. The teacher's lips tightened ever so lightly. I know what she's thinking. No passion, no ambition. He'll be a failure, this one. He'll pay the bills. What more can I ask for? Really, dude? Out of anything you could have picked, you picked the restaurant manager. Well, what do you suggest? A bunch more, dude. Like women and cars. And he criticizes me for lack of imagination. Come on, it's 10 years. Anything can happen. The teacher shoots him a disapproving glare as his voice raises dramatically in volume. Huh, Yuko, thank you for volunteering. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Yuko beams, and I feel a sudden sense of dread. Here goes his dream, the one that I've heard no less than 200 times before. Oh god, the music knows. The music is... It's music. Oh god. Well, Teach, I see myself with a Ferrari F500 under one arm, a Lamborghini Aventador 700-4 under the other, and a lot of beautiful women in between, fighting the horrible, honorable privilege of bearing my children. Oh, God. The class stares at him. Ah, heck. Let's have some fun, I whisper to him. What about the mansion? Right. Take all of that in front of a 20,000 square foot mansion attended to by my staff of 1,000 maids. How do you move around? How do you move around? 1,000 maids and 20,000 square feet. You would have to have a maid in every 2,000 square feet. That's like freaking no room at all. This guy's an idiot. And where's it located? Oh, it's on the Caribbean, on an island, a man-made specifically constructed just for me. Laser name engraved to the hills, so that every plane flies by that sees it belongs to. That's quite enough, Yahako. Thank you for your input. I'm sorry, I can't memorize the teachers' names or like the voices of anyone. I'm gonna have to kind of document these into voices. If not, I'm just gonna have to leave it up to you guys to think of your own voice, because I might just have to read these in a normal voice. Okay, clearly she doesn't believe in his dream. Actually, I don't think anyone except Yago believes in his dream. Then again, Yaku has enough belief to make up for anyone else's. Now, Yumeko, what about you? As the rest of our classmates drone about joining some kind of mega corporation like Lemon Skates or Way Forward Parmesads. Oh my god, what the fuck is this word? Pharmacy. No, I'm gonna skip that word. Pharmacy, whatever. Way Forward Pharmacy, where they sell drugs that drug you to death. I lead closer to Yako. You forgot some things. I did? The yacht, the walk-in closet just for designer shoes, the private jet, a second mansion in Tahi. Oh crap! I did. Hey, Teach! Fortunately for the teacher, the school bell rings before you can grab her attention. No, stop opening that! My classmates immediately shoved their belongings into bags and bolted for the door. Meanwhile, Yahiko heads straight for the teacher's desk, eyes lit with excitement as he gathers on and on about his yacht and designer shoes and private jet and second mansion in Tahiti. A restaurant manager, huh? Well, there's Elizabeth. Slipping into Yahoo's now vacant seat, she shifts her backpack's weight to the desk and raises patroning eyebrow at me. Well, sorry for being realistic, Miss CEO of a mega corporation. Sorry that I have to ambition, Mr. Manager of the family restaurant. What? Should I have talked about having a mansion and cars and maids on my personal island? You'd even shoot for a restaurant not owned by your parents. They'll lick the bucket one day. Might as well be the one that takes over. Have some respect, would you? I sicker at that. Respect? Me? Oh god, that voice crack. I flash her a bright, over-friendly smile. See you around, Lizzie. She fumes but forces to take a deep breath under her expression stills. Unfortunately. That was a pretty nice comeback. I'll give her that much. Beth, still up for lunch? Oh, okay, that's a girl, not a guy. A student slides through the door with a warm smile and a wave. I recognize her as a girl who was always with Elizabeth. Don't know much about her. In a blink of an eye, Elizabeth's face softens into a friendly grin. I'll be right there. Yep, just in case that wasn't clear enough, her hate is directly exclusive at me. She is the queen of angels to everyone else. Particularly this girl, who I'd guess is the closest thing she has to her friend. Well, Ishimu. Well, Aaron, it's been a pleasure. I bet it has. She lifts her chin and stiffly walks away from the... Ow. Okay, if you walk... I know it's there's like stiffly, like you're walking like in orderly fashion, but I mean like stiffly, like think literally. You're not even like moving your legs. You're just standing there, like Gmod stiffy mode, just hovering from seat whatever row I'm in. I guess I'm in like the oops. I guess I'm in the fifth row. So from just hovering. I don't know if my mouse is on, but hovering from the table right behind us. I mean right in front of us, all the way to the door, outside the door, then to space and beyond. Anyways, she lifts her chin and stiffly walks out the room, nearly bumping into a startled Yahako out of the way, as a train of second years, probably your groupies, pull out. No, oh crap, I didn't finish reading. Why did she talk to you? Not me, the greatest Yahuko Ikara. Maybe because there's a limit to how many brain cells and she's willing to sacrifice for the conversation? Yeah, it beats me. She's been doing that for a while. Really? Yeah, we were in a clean class together last year. Really? I'm not surprised that you just learned about this. Then again, to be fair, I don't talk to Yahiko that much about my personal life. Yeah, something like that. It's not important. Yahiko evaluates me for a second of unusually static expression, but quickly shakes it off, his face melting into a grin. So, what'd you think of my dream earlier? This again, on second thought. Maybe we should have just kept talking about Elizabeth. Same as the other 200 times you've told me. It hasn't been 200 Has it really? Has it really? 203 to be exact. Huh? That means you've been thinking it's amazing, right? Totally. I've been the best dream in the history, and it's so original, so realistic. Thanks, dude. But I don't think you're aiming high enough. Huh? What should I add? Aim for the moon. He gasped at the air. It's the best idea ever. The poor soul. Forget Tahi. A mansion on the moon? You'd be the first. And probably the last. Just think about how the possibilities. No one's ever set foot. Oh. You know what? This kind of still remind me about how I learned. Someone told me about this thing. I think it was from. I actually learned this from a Grand Theft Auto game. That people believe that the moon landing was acted. So, unless he's a complete idiot and doesn't know that it actually happened, or he might be one of those people that believe it was filmed. Anyway, toodaloo. No one's ever set foot on the moon. Imagine how famous I'll be if I build a mansion there. No one's ever set a foot. Seriously? Either I stepped into the conversation at a wrong time or someone just came up with a really stupid idea. Either Ryu... Okay, yeah. Ryu, his name is Phoenix, my friend for 10 years. Technically, she's a grade lower than me, but that doesn't stop us from hanging out. She, holy shit, she stuck with me through thick and thin. She probably knows me better than I know myself. Behind her stands Masuko Garante, so Masuto. Hartley in both build and personality. Wait, both build and personality? Hartley in both build and personality? That doesn't make sense. At least at me it doesn't. If I had to describe him in one word, I'd use fire. Easily antagonized, hard to put out, and blazes every obstacle out of his way. Well, look at his freaking hair. His hair's the color of fire. Afternoon, little daisies. What's going on here? I'm gonna build a vacation home on the moon. Well, somehow I can't say I'm surprised. Yeah, I know, right? I'm brilliant. Think I'll be the first man in the moon and the first man to build a mansion on it. You're so bright. You're blinding me. What have you been telling you? That a giant leap from the small step of mankind? She has to think for a moment, but I reward her with a smirk. Clever. I know. Look, if your kid's a dumb yappin', Yama and I have had to head the track. What? I didn't think Yama was joining again this year. Of course he is. This is news to me. It doesn't seem like a good idea considering how he only went to one practice last year and ditched the rest. Well, he didn't ditch it. He ain't ditching this year. And that right, man? Well, now you mention it. What's that? What's that? You guys didn't even win last year, Matsu. No one did make a big deal. Matsu's eyes flare with the instructional need to prove a worthiness of track. Well, we're winning this year. I got a secret weapon. Really? Really? Matsu's eyes light up with Ryu's apparent interest. See, we lost last year because we didn't have good names. This year, I've got a great one. He pauses for a dramatic effect. Drum roll, please. Marvelous. Oh, God. God. Oh, crap, my mic. The cringe-worthiness. The cringe. The cringe is real. Marvelous. Masa. Masa. Take out the T and O. It's masa. You fucking idiot. Well, at the very least, this is a pretty good opportunity to joke around. Wow, that's fantastic! I call myself Speed of Light, Mountain Destroyer, more like Mountain Dew. Not original. Please kill myself. The hell? The hell? You should. Well, I should actually say bloody hell, because I'm supposed to be. I'm putting him as a British person. Bloody hell. You should rename yourself the Shading Shadow, Dark Irrigator. Then we'll be unstoppable. Ain't no way I'm going with that. Yeah, he isn't great with sarcasm. I swear at him, but before I can elaborate, the PA above us crackles to life. The club affair is officially open in the courtyard. Feel free to drop by and check it out for some and check out some of what your fellow students have planned. Already. At the second day, maybe the school's just making everything happen this year faster this year. I don't really see why. Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy. I go to a boarding school. And I thought private school was enough. Well, freaking boarding school? Anyways, has always done well for itself, even in the recession. Oh, wait, yeah, duh, because he said that he was roommates with blonde hair guy. Myself, even though his name's Yahoo, right? Even though the recession, there's no need to change things now. Hey, it's club time. Let's go take a look. No thanks. I'd rather not be blacklisted. What does that mean? It means that she's afraid to go with you. You won't train her so much that the clubs won't be interested in her. Oh! Ryu gives me a glare. I only wince back. I cannot wince. How did I do that? Well, you shouldn't worry about that, my dear Ryu. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you now. I'm sure I could use substantial speed or influence to get you a good spot. I'm already in a club, drama club. Oh, right. She's been in a drama club ever since last year, and somehow he still hadn't forgotten. Then what was Yama talking about? Nothing. Just acting like an idiot, as usual. Well, that's what they say. Like attracts me. Maria elbows me sharply in the ribs, but her lips are pulling up at the corners. They also say opposites attract. Yeah, and we know which one you are. She steps painfully in the arm as Vatsu and Mihako watch with their blank stares. Did I miss something? No, more than you usually do. Oh, I spaced that out too much. I made it sound like no, more than you usually do. Like he missed more, but no, it's supposed to be no more than you usually do. Yukiko frowns for the moment, but eventually shrugs and shakes off. Well, I don't know anything about you guys, but I'm gonna find myself a club to grace my innumerable talents. They're immutable. Alright. So, without further ado, I bid thee farewell. He turns around with the flourish of his hands, but Ryu calls after. You know that we'll be there, right? Huh? Club recruitment day, and all the other clubs will be there, including track and draw. Oh. Well, see you there. He whisked out of the room. That's a long walk. Or it might be just the base of the song. You're coming to... Fuck. You're coming to man the track booth, eh? Me? I'm like a track's poster child. In fact, I'd probably just scare away potential recruits. Don't think like that. It'll be a great success, man. You just gotta believe me. AKA every movie theme ever. We exchange stickers, but Matsu grabs my arm. You really, man? You coming? You coming? Surprisingly, by his sudden intense I contemplate for a moment. It doesn't seem to take long. Sure, why not? Really? Not like I have anything else to do. Masuto grins, releasing my arm. Good, I gotta go set up, but I'm expecting you there. He dashes out of the room for a quick way to Ryu. She smiles back and promptly turns to me. Have you figured out why he wants you to do track so badly? Not a clue. She hesitates for a moment and glances around the room. You know, you could join the drama club instead. It could be a valid excuse for Matsu. Oh god, when he leaves the room, I can't remember his name anymore. I think he just asked why I joined a different club and when I could have joined track. But still, I think you really like it. Honestly, it sounds like it could be pretty fun. Ryu seems to enjoy it. She often claims that it's just like when we like to play make-believe as kids. And making me believe is one of the few things that I don't like doing. But it's so much work. It's no more work than track, idiot. Baka. Besides, it could be really fun. I'll take your word for it. She rolls her eyes and shoulders her bag. Well, fine, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Some of us could have booths to manage, so I'm gonna get going. I'll go with you. We walk through the door, almost into freedom, and a strident voice of teachers ripped through the air. Aaron Maturo, surely you didn't expect to escape so easily? Yes, my attitude problems. I turned to Ryu, suddenly pleading. Bail me out? Not a chance. What? What? It builds character. I have plenty of character. Come on, throw up the distraction. For me, I threw a shameless doze of puppy eyes. She only pokes my forehead, sticking on her tongue. You win some, you lose some. Just be glad you're the teacher instead of the police. Hey, I take offense of that because I think it's future. I'm a future murderer. She darts off back fondly after. But at least the police won't bore me to tears. What was that, young man? I turned to the teacher friend hovering right behind me. Whoops. Nothing. Great weather we're having, huh? She doesn't seem amused. At what point? The second day of school? Unless she's referring to teaching me last year. Come to think of it, yeah, highly possible. It's clear it's detention that's not doing toxic behavior. Well, yeah, I can nap in detention. Oh, my throat's dry. Therefore, I have taken the liberty of recommending you therapeutic mentorship, which I have placed on campus, which will take place on campus in the description of our dorm manager. Requirements will be 1 hour, 5 days per week. 5 days a week? The mentor will need to sign off every visit. The what now? Are you scheduling me brainwashing sessions for me? Excuse me. You might have other ideas, young man, but civilly you respect the controversy of our modern society. If it doesn't result in scrubbing away some of that arrogance of yours, then I say, good riddance. I'm shocked that an unusually passionate outburst for her. She slows her breath as Shaking jabs a book envelope at me. Take this. Mr. Ryota's office. You know where it is. A tiny pinch of tension releases. Mr. Yoda? The mentor? Maybe this won't be so bad. I give the book a once over. A once over. The cover is somber. 100% boring. Block letters proclaim primates of the 21st century. 100 plus current actual techniques to improve the mindness of any underdeveloped adolescent. Well, gee, I'm honored. Take it. I take it. Goodbye, Yama. Goodbye, Aaron. She flounces out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. Okay, where does she? I turn ahead down the corridor. Guess someone's a little touchy. Not that I can blame her. If I had a student like that, I didn't too. I can't see the time. I tromped down the stairs to the first floor, to stand before a door at the edge of the hallway, bearing a sign, J. Rhoda, door manager. I rapped sharply on the wood 3 times. Miss Ariota! What is it? Nuclear war? No. Meh. Don't feel like opening that door unless it's for anything less important. I could open the door myself. Locked it. Don't bother. I pressed my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is, action-packed orchestral strings, and it's just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanging of swords and shields. What are you in a clan war, Miss Ryuda? Is he playing Clash Clans? God, he's playing Clash Clans. Bah. A moment later, the door's lock opens. I sit beside the room, holding back a smile. The office is dude, this music. Duh. Oh, duh, 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 duh. Dude, it's Cloud Mac. It's iCloud. Is iCloud confirmed? Copyrights! All the copyrights! iCloud. Dude, he has an iMac and an MacBook. Oh god. It should be. Why do you need 2? Why? I mean, I have an iMac, sure, but I don't have a MacBook, and I don't have them in the same room if I would have them. Okay, anyways, the office is minimalistic in its furnishing, but welcome. Warm light accompanies the room, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around the coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. I hope they're Lay's or Ruffles. It looks like more like an office of a therapist rather than the school dorm of a manager. In the corner, I spot a commonly mahogany desk, on top of which sits Jiro Rania in a very dramatic position. Oh, he looks younger. I thought this guy was like freaking like 40 or 50. He's like freaking like 10. Not really. He's like more like 30. But anyways, welcome to the Satan room. Have you bought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? Appease the Dark Lord? Yes, Satan, the guy that wears red, carries books in his left hand, wears a green tie, has his fingers which can be clearly shaped into the angle of his chin off it, his eyes closed, his ears coming, one ear coming out of his hair, one ear going in, brown hair. Why am I just briefly describing this guy? A belt that's brown, gray, and silver, and jeans with white skin. At least make yourself black, man. Indeed, I have. With equally exaggerated blow, I present the book and note from my teacher. With Mr. Rhoda's gunship and confused. How can he see if his eyes are closed? Or is it like a metaphor to like Asian people that their eyes are almost completely closed? No. Those eyes. I mean, I have green eyes and blue eyes because they change, but like, fucking hell. The hell is this? Hey, got into some trouble earlier. We're talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher convinced me that I need a more permanent solution. Like that. I can help you with that. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? He stares. He shakes the book. Oh God. There's curriculum the teacher recommends for, helping me. Oh, right. Well, I'll put it where it belongs. He probably throws it in the trash with an extracting laugh from me. I knew it. I knew the trash is. But where's the trash can? Now, to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. He drifts his eyes slowly over the paper that is silently handed out. Oh boy, is it this precious. Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care if for the inefficiencies of reactivity. Sincerely, a woman who certainly hasn't the most boring person in her graduating class. I shook back laughter as he clumps the paper into a ball and lobs it into the trash. Colby! By the way, don't tell anyone I said that, or I might get fired. Well, and then you'd have to take counseling from Miss Nabzawa, and where would we be? Yes. Consider the NDA signed. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table. So, how's the apartment? Still in one piece? Mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? Phil? The little houseplant. The one I placed on your shelf. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. I vaguely remember that Mr. Ryota forming an odd attachment to the plant when I moved into my apartment. Even to the point where he named it Phil. I'm gonna name it Charlie. If you guys don't get that reference, you don't know Ace Attorney. Yeah, I think he died. That's a bit off. I thought he was just a fake plant. Nope. Looked fake on the outside, but I guess he was all real on the inside. A satisfied smile pulls on Mr. Ryota's lips, and I suddenly realize the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? You're optimistic and aspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be contrary. What? People look real outside, but they're fake inside? Something like that. We were talking about plants. How was I supposed to know? Well, now you know. So, now that you know, your answer is the same? No. You didn't even notice to think about it. The truth is, it's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but it's just that they're nothing. Mr. Ryota evaluates me for a moment, but then there's no surprising. You must be a real party pleaser. I'll be here all week. I'm here all week, guys. Don't worry. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? I can tell the mind's fast track that pathologies childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicide tendencies. Time to put that to rest. Because if anything that should be blamed, it's my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power over obsession, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent, and on the outside. Feel that way. And why don't you get their heart? Then the heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I say otherwise? No, I guess I didn't. Mr. Ryota eases from the topic, leans back on the chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Mr. Ryota, well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you're just more like any of these early teenagers that got through their first 3 years, seniors. But paperwork has to be signed, and you know how British shit goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes. You assume the mayor actually does anything important? He scrolls something down from his tablet and taps the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? We'll just play it by ear, and let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means a student for another checkup. I checked he sent me, a copy of the spreadsheet that's been taped outside of his door, revealing his availability times. Wow, how do you have so much of this free time? Life as a dorm manager is just sweet, isn't it? I thought you'd at least have some kind of job to do. I'll let you in a secret. The kids here don't cause them much trouble. Not because they're angels, not because they're boring, not because they're too prunzy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with like graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they stub a toe. And all the other teachers seem to think that I fit the job description. Actually, it's more like that they don't want to deal with the horizontal brats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be a bench warmer who nods and smiles every few minutes later. Like with me? Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, sounds like the academy in a nutshell. Half of the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half too lazy to care. What do you get to hear? Winning about grades, toxic relationships? Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I can't exactly complain. My job makes my job easy. Thank you for a massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. They seem all equally yours. I smile. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gotten to Mr. Yoda. Well, as your loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you away from that beauty that is Club Rui today. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm really. Off you go. Take a selfie and send it to me. Or schedule an appointment. Or I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But you said you need to expand your opportunities and broaden your horizons. Just go where no man has gone before. But, and most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. That's just sad, Mr. Ryota. World domination calls. See ya. Freaking Clash Clans. And without another word, he shoved me outside and slammed the door in my face. I had no choice but to head to the school courtyard. It doesn't take much to figure out that Masoop behind the track table, armed with the I Heart Track flags and I Heart Track posters and I Heart Track headbands, I Heart Track everything, I Heart Track this, I Heart Track that, I do track in real life, no one cares, I don't have red hair, I'm not British, I don't care. I get this very vague feeling that he loves track. He welcomes me with enthusiasm, immediately pulling all admin duties on me. But true to my word, I proceed to be completely useless throughout my recruitment process. Eventually, Masuto seems to give up, handing me a simple side to wait on. I assume myself by coming up with terrible pitches. Want a six-pack? Join track. Looking for health hacks? Join track. Get a knack? Join track. Read your lack? Join track. Pick up the slack? Join track. For reasons unknown, Masuto seems to love this, and he grins and slaps me on the back. There you go. Just need to apply yourself. See? I'm pretty sure that those glances were coming from the underclassmen aren't looking for admiration. So I have shortcomings. Masuto thinks for recruitments into track. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised he got that many kids. A lot of attendees from the school are the richer, the lazier kids. I also noticed there seemed to be a lot of them than he was on me. When the club recruitment is far done and everything is torn down, Masuto and I head to the school entranceway and wait for Ryu and Yihado. For reasons unknown, Masuto is asking Lady Chattering about my newfound enthusiasm. You killed it today. You killed it to me, man. That's the kind of team spirit we all need. Great. I might have just got myself into more trouble. Well, I guess that's why I was in track for most of last year. Might as well do this again this year. To him, I said, Jesus, what a gravy stick of a mother load. You could use a man with your skulls. And so you signed a contract with this blood in his veins, therefore permanently joining the drama club. Why do they look the same? Twins! Twins! Wow, can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know what they said to me? What? Something like, get a life. You're just in denial about reality. My name's Silver Frank. Well, darn my socks. Youths these days are so cynical. To come to that, it's having me sought to raise you over. Well, look, like you guys have plans. I better leave you and Yama. I mean, you and everyone else to have some nice time together. What are you talking about? I'm more like a babysitting duty. When I'm the babysitter and I have to make sure a bunch of kids won't, set the house on fire and stuff. Aw, come on. He's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend. Yeah, but have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? No way. No. Really? Really? Those kinds of things are more cliche than explosions in an action movie? Exactly. Well, I think of it this way. Although explosions may be cliche, they're also staple. You could have a proper action movie without proper explosions. Michael Bay fan, confirmed. It's the same life. You can have a proper childhood friend without a proper childhood promise. I would. Does this have a mention to romance? Really? Look, they're great. They are great. I guess I better be going. Have fun storming the castle. The girl cheerily skips away as Ryu sprints to us for a refuge. I try for a smirk. Looks like you and Akaria have a productive recruitment all day. God damn it, Anthony. Recruitment all day. Akaria Karibu, Ryu's best friend and current roommate, had a self-appointed matchmaker, another person who I didn't get along with. But let's be honest. Do I get along with anyone? I'm in the middle of a stream. Akira was positive. I barely have anyone. I'll kill you. I barely have any luck. I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess in 10 years of make-believe drama wouldn't do for you. How do you guys do? We got 4 new recruits, 15 liters of fresh blood. Liters. Not liters. 15 liters? Did you just pull a number in your head? Or is that exactly legit? Real woman, of course it's legit. Average weight, 55 kilograms. The average teenager has a blood of 7% of his or her total weight. We gotta consume 4 new recruits. Ryu's eyes are already screaming over the waves and for the son of stuff who's freshman who's pegged himself as a rug thug. As with no ethnic, we got a 55 times 4 in total kilograms, which is 220 multiplied by 0.7. We got a blood rate volume ratio. Bad, 15.4. Rounded about 15, a nice round number. And then we got some 15 liters of fresh blood. And this is why Matsu is really good at catching people off guard. He's freaking like devil himself. I can't believe he actually calculated that. Why? Ain't no trouble. It sure sounds like trouble. Hell nah. You should see what we do in Honor Society. Yes, Honor Society. Not only did he participate in, he's also president. Oh, did I not mention that he's literally good at everything? Athletics, at academics, heck, probably even at art. Except sarcasm. That's one real I could trump in him. The only area. Thank God they're in Japan and not America. Oh, here comes the great Yuriko Kara. Oh, the great, the best Yuhariko. Sure enough, a familiar shock of blonde hair pops into the corner. Yuhariko. No, it is Yuhariko. Beaming, but I noticed that he's not holding a single sign of page in his hand. Good to you, my pitiful peasants. Peasants. You've arrived just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, were the ones who came to us, but I stay silent. You say I've decided to create my own club, a club worthy of immersive greatness. Whereas he got rejected by all the other clubs. Oh boy. You're making a club, good for ya. And now I'm gonna call it the Happy Club. We combine our minions who follow in every binding. I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus. We'll start by taking over the school, then Isamu, Japan, then the entire world. Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition. And once my mansion moon's built, we'll have domination over the universe himself. And he does lack brains. What you guys talking about? Oh, secret like. Nothing, we're just talking about how we haven't gone to a GFC in a while. As completely community discussion, she rarely turns to she attends to food. GFC? That's supposed to be KFC. Because I forget that they have KFC in Japan, but it's called GFC. I think it's called GFC. I remember they just have something like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like the way you think, Ryu. Well, better go now. It's better for the dinner show starts. He marches off, humming cheerily as Yahoo blathers about how amazing this new club will be. Great cover. I know. Totally inconspicuous. Just inconspicuous at the time when you wore a kimono. Well, of course you'd bring that up. You want to get tickled? You wouldn't dare. Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I suddenly feel the urge to tickle the nearest person. Well, better get going. You found a mission and get to GSC, yeah. She speeds away before I have the chance to stop her. Will we ever make a choice? I mean, it's an RPG. Aren't you supposed to be allowed to make your own choices in an RPG? Sorry, I've never played an RPG before. I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away, a couple details catch my attention. How long have we been calling? An hour. Okay, so. Catch my attention. No, that didn't. Oh, my attention. There's endless posters of billboards plastered with faces of politicans that brought candid smiles proclaiming the boulevard back to prosperity or renaissance. The recession is over and do more upon scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. That's normal. Hey, I thought we were in Japan. Why is the car on the right side of the road? There's a smoker and his buddy, a random drunkard. The group of tourists and clutching electronic plant stilled. Welcome to the glorious metropolis of Isamu. While taking pictures in the front of a very possible location, and the most ordinary suit, power wailing down the sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. That's also normal. Everything is normal. Completely normal. Why do I feel so uneasy? Maybe it's the skyscrapers. I never liked them. They're too tall, and I always get the impression that they're watching me. Not like they're guardians either. Not some beneficial force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And there's that smog, that terrible musky pollution that sits in the skin on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting. Every breath is necessary. I hate the city. I really, really do. Dude, this music, man. I'm gonna save. There we go. April 22nd, 2016. 22:46. So 10 o'clock. Alright, return. Too bad there's nothing better. Not really. Too bad Sim has all this. The best ways of my own, not my own. Pay attention, you idiot. Oops, I've shattered my thoughts on myself grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street. Didn't you see the red light? It means stop. And stop means your velocity reaches zero. You could have been run over by a truck. Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs me and bounds to KFC automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with the flourish. Ladies first. Lady? Where? Right here. She slaps my hand on my shoulder with the cheery grin. Ooh, good one. Oh. You mean Yama's been a girl all this time? I thought they said only, maybe I'm a blonde too, because I'm a blonde guy, but I thought they only said that blonde girls are stupid. Japan, you have it backwards. Oh, heavens no. That'd be really awkward. Why? Let's go some have chicken. Boy! I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. I'm black now. And then kidding. She quickly slips into the GFC, leaving Matsuo thoroughly bewildered. I don't get it. Why is it awkward? Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way of bringing it all. Look, are we having chicken or not? Of course we are. What are you taking me for? Well, good thing they're neither he or Miyaki are pretty perceptive. Without further ado, we enter GFC. Can I order? Oh my god. The chicken is so cute! Oh. You know what? I'm gonna eat at GFC General Fried Chicken. Oh, no, I didn't mean to bring that up. So, General Fried Chicken has always been my favorite of students from the academy. It's fast, cheap, and within its walking distance. It's also pretty nice considering that we have fast food outlet. The tables are so clean, the walls are so lined with cushion booths, and the red and beige paint slather on the walls and so. You don't get this in America. You don't get a freaking hot dog from KFC that's worth 520 yen, which I think is like $4, or a chicken worth 730 yen, which would be like $6. For some, the smell of heavy grease and the oil bearing. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven. The place smells like death. Well, most of us. Were you the one that was such in a hurry to come in? It's fried chicken. Shut it. Oh, I need a water. Next time I'm recording this, I gotta remind myself to bring a water. After we order and pick up our fried chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. Masuko rifles through his wallet. A crown possibly with his lips. Damn, that's cocky. I have no clue what he just said. What? It's funny because I actually don't get it at all. What? Thankfully, no one else seems to know either. Masuko is slightly startled to see eyes and notice that they were here. Nothing. So, how was class? It was class. Or dead ass. That's pretty suspicious, but we all decided to pass it on. We're nice like that. Pretty good, but I don't know anyone in my class. Hey, giving you a hard time. What? Nothing like that. It's just, the guys are a year older and Yukira's a different class this year. Bah, I'm sure you have chock-loads of friends. Yeah, it's almost like they're charming on me. Thanks, guys. Despite the cheery exchange, I noticed a shadow in Ryu's eyes. She definitely should have a lot of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, and talented. But for reasons unknown, she chooses to spend most of her time with me, a useless cynic, an accurate, an optimist with few screws loose. I've always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid that the moment I bring it up, she'll realize it and leave. No, I need to do this. It's the least I can do. Why don't you hang out with your other classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Ryu doesn't seem to be offended. Her expression darkens, but it's not one of anger, not her. I don't want to hang around people like them. Why not? There's a bunch of flakes, and they judge me. Or in the other class. Or there isn't a class. Maybe in another. They're not already mean, but I don't like when people talk behind my back. And they pick on the shy girl in our class for no reason. It's stupid. You really hate them, don't you? Not really, but we don't get along. She picks idly at her chicken. The air feels somber and heavy. Hey, you know what we need? A competition. No, it's not the time to bringing up competitions, Matsu. Actually, that's a good idea. Wait, what? She's never said that before. Generally because Matsu's never come up with any good ideas. Let's sit down at this one or it won't be a contest. So, you and me, Yama. No thanks. You don't even know what it is. Fine, what is it? Whoever can eat the most triple S in the shortest amount of time. No thanks. Hey! The triple S shot hot wings is GFC's most infamous menu item, one of bigly spicy wings. I don't feel particularly like disabling my mouth forever, thanks. Ryu wants to watch. I glance at Ryu. The prospect of watching her a competition doesn't seem appealing to her, probably because she can make fun of how stupid it is out there. Well, if it will cheer up Ryu. Gosh, I need some serious help. Fine, you're paying though. Never fear, the generous headquarters shall bestow you necessary funds. He shells some cash to Batsu, who takes them with a nod of thanks. Boy, this will be fun for me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Why not? You mean, why wouldn't you want to participate in a competition that would potentially ruin my mouth and traumatize me forever? Yeah, exactly. Some guys sometimes wonder if you're trying to be this, well, stupid. Oh yeah! Oops, I think I might have skipped it. Oh yeah! Misato turns aside 2 platters of triple hot wings to the center of the table. Now I remember. Every good competition needs a good audience. Let me hear from Team Korange. Woo-hoo. Hey Ryu, why aren't you chewing? Hey Ryu, why aren't you chewing? Huh? In character as the audience member who's cheering for Yama. Pfft, you and your drama club. Fine. Get up for Team Ishimudoodle. Oh god. Yeah! Everyone in the restaurant drops the silence and stares at us. I overheard in the rib ceiling. A flush creep into my cheeks. Stop that. What? I'm in character. Sure you are. Okay, whatever. Let's get going. We lean forward, hand adjusting the hair away from me as the trader looks on with an expectant smile. 3, 2, 1, go! Masato really start shoveling hot wings into his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. The chicken seems to explode in my mouth, sending streaks of fire down my tongue. I cough violently and gulp down some water. That was a terrible idea. Yoo-hoo! You must have failed me, marvelous minion. Oh, everyone's actually watching. Hey, you gotta cheer for Yama, or this isn't any fun. But I know I've noticed it's kind of embarrassing. Gee, thanks. It's not like I'm doing this for you or anything. Grimacing, I shudder and wing into my mouth and spit it out. The meat burns down my esophagus and simmers down in my stomach. Come on! Yama needs a cheering squad! Rip, rip, ree! Rip, rip, ree! Kick him in the knee! Rip, rip, ras! Kick him in the other knee! Go, Satu! Go, Satu! Misato spits out the bones and platter. The ring's down already, and I've just started my second. For some reason, this makes me feel unusually comfortable. Woohoo! You got this! You're beating him! Ice cream soda, banana split. We think their team's full of shoot to the left, shoot to the left, stand up, sit down, fight. What the fuck is going on? Dude, the faces are real. As she finishes on her chant, the quinces and quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment. I barely worked enough to find Master Chico before I finished up. There has to be another way. Yeah, fifth wing down. Keep going. Go Yana. Rise land on it. It ushers packet of sickening from heat chicken GFC hotspots. Well, that's what the kind for desperate measures. When Masu reaches for his fifth wings, I suspiciously rip off the end of the hot sauce packet and squirt it all over his platter. You'll expect it. Huh? Gotta make a little, take more than a little ketchup to win. He bites triumphantly into the wing. Oh, that's not ketchup. He freezes. I swear the steam is coming out of his ears. It's the UFC's signature hot sauce. Gah, it's so hot! A desperate Maso launches it from the booth and sprints to the sewing machine. Wait. That was cheating! Is it cheating if there weren't any rules in the first place? Either way, that's pretty dirty. Poor Matsu. She looks plainly at Matsu, who's suddenly dragging himself back into the booth while chugging a huge cup of water. You went to a soda machine to get water. I say intentions ago, obviously, none of this makes more. This ain't the end. He kissed cover over the table, son of managing country drink from his cup. Oh, and maybe the latest episode of Goldberg. Of what? You mean, you ever heard of Goldberg? Why do you have to yell it so loudly? Oh, I'm not yelling it, I'm saying it deeper. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out for covering public disturbance yet. But I can't. These activities of Goldberg. Okay, fine. What is it? It's this web series that a couple of my handmaids made. Remember? Over the summer? Yeah, I saw you running around wearing a long blonde wig over your head or something. Great. That mental image I'm not getting out of my head anytime soon. Yeah, it's the President of the United States. Well, it's called Akimiria in her web series. Isn't that clever? Finding a replacement to defend this country? So it's a political drama. No way, dude. That's boring. The battle of giant robots. The president is red, white, and blue. And it's even half evil wood off and everything. Is this America or is this Japan? It's day 51. Sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That sounds like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Is he for real? Of course, I'm heading to the main event. Be the president's aide. Oh, I can use space. Okay. I've been using the most. If you're the president's aide, you're a side character. You're not the lead. Huh? Really? Well, I, for once, am proud of you. You finally found your calling, being a background character. I know, right? I'm gonna be the star. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the physical manifesto saying ignorance is bliss. Episodes are all on the website. Just search up Glovermaker and you're all set. We'll have to check it out. Are you serious? How else am I supposed to do? How to viciously badmouth it? I can't decide whether to be offended or expressed. Why not both? Hey, you two listen. Sorry, what? No, I'm just saying that I gotta get back. I quickly check my phone. 6:10? Almost smashed up curfew. 6:10. Almost curfew. It is this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one more thing that he's completed. Discipline, but crazy. Still, it's an honor that only things are worse than normal Matsu trying to drag me into track that's grumpy Matsu. That is a grumpy Matsu trying to drag me into track. Then let's go. Okay, I'm gonna save. So, anyways, wait, actually not yet. Here's bed. Some sort of set. It's kind of ritual. Then stuck with them, even though I don't like the dorms anymore. I live in an apartment within walking distance. But for some, since there's nothing to go and nothing to go for my apartment, they just go wherever they go. Okay. So this is going to be the end of the video. That's all I'm going to save. Anyways, so this is the end of the video. How many save files do I have? My God. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the video. So I hope you subscribe, like, and I'll see you soon. Come on.